Hey, I am finally back after a long break. And this week I'm going to be working on this plannable challenge created by Squaredplans and Plan.a.gram. And let's go ahead and get started. Here quickly, I'm going to show you in a second a paper. This is my plan. These are the items that I used. I had originally planned on doing an Instagram TV video, but I don't know how to figure out how to do that, so I need to do like watch a video on how to do that. Instagram is still very new to me, so I need to work on that. But you saw the books that I'm using, the label paper that I'm going to be using here shortly, and I think that was it. The labels, the sticker books, and my planning paper. So what I'm doing here is I am using these florals to I'm collaging them. I'm trying to fill in all the spaces. And I'll be honest with you, I was lazy and I didn't want to go get my scissors, so I used my X-Acto knife. And part of it was because Jackson was still sleeping, so I didn't want to wake him up, but mainly because I was being lazy. At first, I was like, I do not like these florals. I don't like the way they came out. I had imagined it differently, but as I'm playing with it, it's kind of starting to grow on me. Okay, so this is my label paper. When I had originally decided to do this, my thought process was that they're all going to be in a sitting position, and that way it was all the same height. But I guess I thought they were a lot bigger than they actually were, and I even wondered should I have used a standing one? Would that have been better? But I think it still turned out okay. So what I'm doing right now is I'm putting the girls on the label paper because it's translucent sticker. And so if I were to put them immediately onto the flowers, I feel like it would have just blended into the flowers and you really couldn't see them. So I wanted them to stand out. So I'm just sticking them on label paper, cutting them out individually. And that's where I kind of decided, maybe I should have done standing. And I kind of stood them next to each other. Stood Pocahontas next to the sitting girls. But I think it turned out okay. And what I'm doing is I actually looked up the order. I'm not familiar with the Disney sticker books. I just got this one because it was on clearance at Walmart. And then I happened to see that the challenge for this week is The Happiest Place on Earth. And so I'm not familiar with these, but I didn't realize they kind of are in order already from the first released to the last released. So I did all that research for nothing, but I mean, it worked out because I knew not to put Tiana into the lineup because she was after Pocahontas. And so that's what I decided to do is I picked each girl for each day of the week from the first one that was released to the 7th day, if that makes sense. Okay, so that was the end of me doing that, and it kind of slows down a little bit. But here in this margin, I do laundry. I used to do my meal planning in that section, but now I have an insert. Now that I'm a stay-at-home mom, I also meal plan lunches and breakfast and snacks for my son and for my fiance and I. And so the section, it would be really repetitive because I put it on the insert and then I also put it in my wellness planner. And so I feel like if I were to put it here too, it would just be too repetitive. So I don't do that. I actually started also adding it to my refrigerator. So that way it's easy for me to access for what we're doing for dinner or for breakfast or for lunch that day. And so I didn't really want to put it in that margin. And so what I started doing is putting laundry. We are on well water, and so I have to be careful with how often I do laundry. And so I try to space out and write down what I've done, because a lot of the times I write down what laundry I did already, so that way I can look at it and say, okay, I've already done that for the week. because realistically, I'm not using my planner like I should be, and that's what ends up happening. So at the bottom corner, I've been trying to like incorporate a quote or a sentence or just the like theme written out for the week into my planner, and that way when I go back and look at it, because I do enjoy going back and looking at it, I can see, oh, the theme for this week was the happiest place on earth. And so I wrote like a cute little quote on the bottom to remind me of that. So here I'm pulling out the Disney planner that had a sticker book. And I kind of I had this idea to put all of, like Monday will be Snow White, Tuesday will be Cinderella, and then just like keep it cohesive like that. And then I had this great idea. I saw the banner stickers. I love banner stickers, and I wish I would have slowed down. You can see my lines are a little wonky because I was like trying to focus on my son and do that really quickly. And you saw me earlier use my remote. He had just woken up, and so I was trying to put on Disney for him. So I wish I would have slowed down on that, but I think it still came out good. I even kept that idea of keeping it cohesive with the banners too. Like I only put, let's see, Ariel on her day in the banners, and then I would move next to the next girl after that. I think it came out pretty cool. And then I usually just do my to-do lists for those as well, for the under the banners. It's like my to-do banner. So now I'm just going through, and each girl has their own like bullets. I call them bullets. They're like dots. I usually use them for to-dos. And so each girl has their like dot specific to their stickers. And so I'm going through and I'm just putting down about 4 for each day. And those are going to be my main to-dos. So you'll see when I'm planning, I get sidetracked. I was doing those bullets and I was like, wait a minute, these stickers are cute. How can I incorporate these? So I was doing that, and now I'm like figuring out how I'm going to do my middle row for my planner. And what I decided to do was I really liked that cute little Snow White sticker. And I'm assuming these are probably for like a mini or a classic planner. And so they do look like a little smaller than what I'm used to using, but I think it's pretty cool how it came out. And I try to have like a theme, or like not theme. I took interior class design class. I don't know why I can't think of the term. Where it's symmetrical. I like things to be symmetrical in my planner. So if like I do something on one side, I like to do it like on the opposite end, so it looks symmetrical, or like a pattern going. So here I have it on its side, and the stickers that I could do that, like the Snow White one, I couldn't really do on its side because of the way that it was made. Like it had Snow White's face and wording underneath. Like I didn't want to put that on its side, but this one I could because it's the florals. Or is that seaweed and starfish? Yeah. So I could do that one. But then like I was very careful with how I did the other ones. And here you find me going back to the, oh wait, I was doing dots. Let me go do that real quick. Okay, so we have a wedding on Saturday, and so I wanted like a bigger box than what the Disney sticker book had, and so I pulled my colorful boxes out, and I got this really big, pretty gold one to mark the wedding, and I feel like it's kind of gonna have like a big spot in this weekend, and so I didn't care that it went over into Sunday because it'll. Well, like my Nick's going to be a groomsman, so he'll have duties on Saturday and I'm sure on Sunday too. So I was okay with that, and I just added a little Pocahontas sticker that I really like. Okay, so now I'm just filling in the rest of the middle boxes and the dots. I think they kind of look like discs. I thought they were really cute. And this is the finished product. Thanks for sticking with me. I'll see you next.